For the first time today, the Vatican put on public display bone fragments believed to be the remains of St. Peter.
Deep under the Vatican's grand halls lies a tomb that remained untouched for nearly 2,000 years. For centuries, historians could only guess what secrets it held. When it was finally opened, what they found inside wasn't just surprising, it changed everything. But that's just where the story begins. We're about to explore empty graves connected to chilling mysteries, secret escape tunnels used during dangerous times, and hidden chambers that tell stories of scandal and betrayal. These discoveries will leave you stunned. Let's get started.
The Vatican has opened up 2 tombs inside a tiny cemetery in the hopes of solving a 36-year-old disappearance of a teenage girl.
1. The tomb of St. Peter.
And at the Vatican, a first for the faithful. Bones believed to be those of St. Peter, displayed publicly for the first time.
Beneath the Grand St. Peter's Basilica lies a story that stretches back nearly 2,000 years. Simon, who later became known as Peter, was one of Jesus' 12 apostles. He's often called the rock upon which the Christian church was built. His journey of faith eventually led him to Rome, where he was martyred under Emperor Nero and buried in a simple grave. But this was no ordinary burial. Peter's tomb became a cornerstone of Christian history, cloaked in centuries of mystery and speculation. Everything changed on December 23, 1950. During his Christmas message, Pope Pius X announced something extraordinary. St. Peter's tomb had been found. Archaeologists working beneath the papal altar of confession unearthed the remains of a 67-year-old man from the 1st century. The discovery sparked debates, yet the Vatican stood firm, declaring these were the bones of St. Peter. The excitement didn't stop there. In 2002, archaeologists discovered another marble sarcophagus inscribed Paolo Apostolo Mart. By 2009, carbon dating confirmed it belonged to the Apostle Paul, weaving another layer into this ancient tale. But finding Peter's tomb wasn't an easy journey. In 1939, a cave collapse near St. Peter's altar revealed an ancient Roman burial ground, triggering years of secret excavations. Researchers uncovered pagan tombs, Christian symbols, and a red-painted wall of cryptic clues. Margherita Guarducci, a well-known archaeologist, found inscriptions that seemed to say, "Near Peter," and "Peter is here." Despite years of controversies and debates, Pope Francis restored Peter's remains to their rightful place in 2013. But as incredible as this discovery was, it led to another shocking reveal from the Vatican. The next dig didn't just find old artifacts, it brought back a case full of mystery, scandal, and rumors. Vatican opens. Tomb for a cold case.
We are back now with that growing mystery at the Vatican. Officials there following new leads and making a puzzling new discovery as they try to find out what happened to a 15-year-old girl who vanished nearly 4 decades ago.
In 1983, a 15-year-old girl named Emanuela Orlandi vanished without a trace. To this day, her disappearance remains one of the Vatican's most haunting mysteries. As the daughter of a Vatican employee, her family lived within its walls, trapped in an endless web of rumors and theories. From ties to a Vatican bank scandal to whispers of a sex trafficking ring, the theories only deepened the shadows surrounding her fate. Then, in 2019, the case took a chilling twist. An anonymous tip suggested searching the Teutonic Cemetery inside Vatican City. The letter stated, "If you want to find Emanuela, look where the angel is pointing." The angel, part of a statue, overlooked 2 19th century tombs belonging to Princess Sophie von Hohenlohe and Princess Carlotta Federica of Mecklenburg. Under intense public pressure, the Vatican agreed to open the tombs. What they found was shocking. When the tombs were opened, they were empty. No remains of the princesses, no sign of Emanuela, just empty, silent chambers. This wasn't the first time the Vatican had searched graves for Emanuela. In 2012, investigators exhumed the tomb of a Roman mobster based on rumors, but found no trace of her. The angel statue seemed like a new lead, but the mystery only deepened. What happened to the princess's remains? Some believe renovations in the cemetery during the 19th and 20th centuries may explain their absence, but no clear answers have emerged. From the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica, we move deeper into the Vatican, where secrets are woven into its very walls. Now, a door creaks open to a hidden world filled with power, betrayal, and artistic brilliance, the mysterious Borgia Apartments. 3. The secret Borgia Apartments. Tucked inside the Vatican Palace are the Borgia Apartments, an incredible yet haunting reminder of a family whose name is forever tied to ambition and scandal. These 6 lavish rooms were sealed for centuries after the death of Pope Alexander VI, hiding their tales of power, excess, and violence. Every fresco on the walls, every stroke of Pinturicchio's brush seems to tell a story of both Renaissance beauty and the darker truths hidden in these ornate chambers. The apartments are stunning, filled with vivid images of saints, sibyls, and medieval scenes. Pinturicchio, a brilliant artist, worked with his team to create something truly breathtaking. Art that blends deep religious meaning with undeniable luxury. The detailed designs, colorful frescoes, and intricate stucco work were more than decoration. They were a way for the Borgias to cement their legacy in the most magnificent way possible. But these rooms hold more than just artistic beauty. They also echo with whispers of betrayal and tragedy. Picture the Hall of the Sibyls, where Lucrezia Borgia's husband, Alfonso of Aragon, was killed, some say by orders from her brother, Cesare Borgia. The same chambers witnessed the final moments of Pope Alexander VI, whose death was rumored to be caused by poison. For hundreds of years, the apartments were left untouched, wrapped in mystery. Then, in 1889, Pope Leo III opened them again, allowing their beauty to shine through. Despite the renovations, the air of intrigue remains. Walking through these rooms, it's hard not to imagine the grand feasts, the secret meetings, and the decisions that shaped history. The frescoes might never reveal their full stories, but their silent presence invites visitors to wonder. What triumphs and tragedies did these walls see? As we step away from the Borgia Apartments' vivid frescoes, another hidden treasure awaits. A simple stone corridor stretches from the Vatican, holding its secrets of escape and survival. Let's follow its winding path into the shadows of the Passetto di Borgo. 4. The Passetto di Borgo. In the heart of Vatican City lies an unassuming brick passageway called the Passetto di Borgo. This 800-meter corridor connects the Vatican to Castel Sant'Angelo, and while it might not look like much, it has a rich history of protecting the popes in times of danger. Built in 1277 by Pope Nicholas III, the Passetto was designed as a secret escape route for popes when trouble came knocking. Behind its plain exterior lies a well-thought-out structure, strong and secure, that served as a lifeline for the Vatican's leaders. One of the most dramatic moments in its history came during the sack of Rome in 1527. Emperor Charles V's troops stormed the city, and Pope Clement VII had to make a quick escape. He and his followers fled through the Passetto, their hurried footsteps echoing in the stone corridor as they sought safety in Castel Sant'Angelo. In that moment, the passage became more than a walkway. It became a symbol of survival. Walking through the Passetto today feels like stepping back in time. Its walls, made of ancient stone, have small windows that offer glimpses of the bustling modern city below. It's a striking contrast that highlights how this quiet passage has stood strong through centuries of change. 5. The Catacombs of St. Calixtus. Just outside the walls of Rome lies an extraordinary place that tells the story of faith and history, the Catacombs of St. Calixtus. These underground tunnels, stretching for miles beneath the Appian Way, were once the official burial grounds for the early Christian church in the 3rd century. The catacombs were carved out of old quarries and became the resting place for more than 500,000 people. Back then, Roman law didn't allow burials within the city, so communities created vast cemeteries along major roads. At first, cremation was common, but by the 2nd century people began burying their dead instead. This change led to the creation of arcosolia, fancy tombs with decorated arches. These stood out among the simpler loculi tombs, which were narrow slots carved into the walls for commoners. As Christianity grew from a persecuted faith to a powerful religion, the catacombs became more than just burial sites. They turned into places of worship and pilgrimage. By the 4th century, massive basilicas were built over them to welcome visitors. But over time, these underground sites were largely abandoned, especially after the 8th century, when relics were moved to safer locations inside churches. Forgotten for centuries, the catacombs were finally rediscovered in the 1500s. Interestingly, While these catacombs are famous for being Christian, they also hold evidence of Jewish and pagan burials. This shows that these communities weren't as separate as we might think. Inside the catacombs, you'll find artwork that reflects this mix, traditional Roman styles alongside emerging Christian symbols. Today, the catacombs of St. Calixtus offer a glimpse into life in ancient Rome. Visitors can admire frescoes of biblical scenes alongside Roman designs, a vivid reminder of a time when faiths and cultures blended beneath the city. But just as these catacombs reveal how people lived and believed long ago, another story awaits. It's a tale of secret wartime decisions and hidden letters that connected one of history's most controversial popes to the world's darkest moments. 6. Pope and Hitler: Secrets. During the chaos of World War II, a hidden communication link was discovered between two unlikely figures, Pope Pius X and Adolf Hitler. Recent findings from Vatican archives have brought this secret exchange into the spotlight, raising tough questions about the Church's actions during one of the darkest times in history. In 2020, millions of documents were made public, offering a closer look at the difficult choices faced by Pope Pius X. Among these papers was a letter from December 14, 1942. It came from a German Jesuit priest named Lothar Koenig and was addressed to Pius's secretary, Robert Leiber. The letter detailed horrifying reports of the Holocaust, including the daily gassing of up to 6,000 Jews and Poles at the Belzec death camp in Poland. This wasn't just any letter. Koenig was part of the Catholic resistance against Hitler, with access to vital but suppressed information. While it's unclear if Pope Pius X himself read the letter, its delivery shows the Vatican was aware of the atrocities unfolding during the war. Critics argue that Pope Pius X didn't do enough to condemn these horrors, pointing to his public silence during the Holocaust. Supporters, however, claim his behind-the-scenes diplomacy saved many Jewish lives by using the Church's vast network to protect them. These newly uncovered documents challenge the narratives we thought we knew. They show how the Vatican struggled with balancing moral duty and political strategy. Some historians believe Pope Pius X feared that openly opposing Hitler could make things worse, while others think his silence was a calculated effort to save as many lives as possible in secret. As researchers dig deeper into these files, tough questions remain. Was Pope Pius X's silence a failure of leadership, or a careful plan to protect the innocent? These answers are as layered as the archives themselves, forcing us to rethink the Church's role during one of history's most terrifying chapters. But while those secrets raise questions about leadership and morality, another story from the Vatican takes us into the realm of pure artistic genius and unfinished brilliance. Michelangelo's sculptures, some hauntingly incomplete, hold secrets of their own, capturing struggles that feel almost as alive as the stories carved into the marble. 7. Michelangelo's unfinished sculptures. Michelangelo is a name that instantly brings to mind some of the world's greatest works of art. From the breathtaking Sistine Chapel ceiling to the towering statue of David, his masterpieces are symbols of genius and skill. But some of his most intriguing works aren't the ones he completed, they're the ones he left unfinished. These sculptures tell stories of ambition, struggles, and the constant drive for perfection. These incomplete works aren't due to carelessness. They reflect Michelangelo's tireless quest to create something extraordinary and the challenges he faced throughout his life. One of the best examples is his Slaves series, originally intended for Pope Julius II's tomb. These figures showcase his unmatched talent and his unshakable vision for his art. Take the Dying Slave, for example. This sculpture, now in the Louvre, seems almost alive. The figure looks trapped in the marble, as if trying to break free, a powerful image of struggle and vulnerability. It's no surprise that it continues to captivate visitors from around the world. Then there's the Rebellious Slave, also in the Louvre. This piece shows a body twisting in resistance, every muscle and movement so vivid it feels like it could spring to life. Michelangelo's understanding of human anatomy and his ability to capture motion in stone is unmatched. At the Accademia Gallery in Florence, near the famous statue of David, lies another unfinished work, the Atlas Slave. This figure looks like it's carrying an enormous weight on its back, symbolizing both human resilience and Michelangelo's relentless ambition. These unfinished sculptures offer a unique look into Michelangelo's creative process. They remind us that true greatness isn't always about the final product, but about the journey of striving for it. As we leave behind Michelangelo's masterpieces, both finished and unfinished, we descend further, literally and figuratively, into the mysteries of the Vatican. Beneath its iconic halls and sacred spaces lies a surprising discovery that connects the roots of Christianity to the traditions of ancient Rome. Let's uncover the pagan secrets hidden under St. Peter's Basilica. 8. Pagan roots beneath St. Peter's Basilica. Underneath the splendor of St. Peter's Basilica lies a hidden history that few people know about, a story where Christianity's beginnings and ancient pagan traditions overlap. In the mid-20th century, a secret excavation revealed something remarkable: a vast pagan cemetery buried deep beneath the Vatican's sacred grounds. This project, carried out with great care, uncovered tombs dating back to the 1st century AD. The workers had to be extremely cautious not to damage the basilica's massive foundation, but the discoveries were too important to ignore. For centuries, the church had taught that St. Peter's remains were buried here. Now, thanks to these excavations, there was physical evidence to support that belief. In 1950, Life magazine shared rare photos of these findings with the public. The images showed ancient tombs and chambers where pagan and Christian histories seemed to meet. The careful excavation revealed just how closely tied the early church was to the Roman world. One of the most mysterious discoveries was tied to St. Peter himself. There are whispers that his bones were found during these digs, but the Vatican has remained quiet about the details. Maybe one day the church will decide to reveal the full truth. Until then, this part of the story remains one of the Vatican's many secrets. For now, what we do know is incredible. The site beneath St. Peter's Basilica stands as a reminder of Christianity's humble beginnings and how it grew amidst the remnants of ancient Roman traditions. It's a fascinating mix of faith and history, showing how the new religion emerged from the heart of the old world. The pagan roots beneath St. Peter's Basilica reveal a fascinating collision of ancient traditions and the birth of Christianity. But if you think the secrets stop there, think again. Just a few steps away lies a treasure trove of historical mysteries. Documents so vast and intriguing, they've sparked countless conspiracy theories. Let's unlock the doors to the Vatican's secret archives and uncover what's hidden inside. 9. The Vatican's secret archives. Stepping deeper into history brings us to one of the most intriguing parts of the Vatican, the secret archives. Just the name sparks curiosity and wild theories about hidden conspiracies. But the truth? These archives are more about preserving history than harboring secrets. They're a massive collection of documents, some dating as far back as the 8th century, and they provide a unique glimpse into life during the Middle Ages. Inside, there are over 100,000 carefully kept records, letters, official orders, and all kinds of paperwork from the papal courts. These aren't just dusty relics. They tell real stories about the church's role in shaping society. You'll find letters between popes and kings, outlining big decisions like peace treaties or alliances. There are also petitions from everyday people, like farmers asking for land rights, or nobles seeking approval for questionable marriages. One fascinating piece of history is from the 14th century, during the chaotic times of the 100 Years' War. Letters show how King Philip II of France dreamed of launching a crusade but couldn't make it happen. Meanwhile, other documents reveal rival monks fighting for control of their monasteries, showing that even in sacred spaces, power struggles were very real. And let's clear up a common misconception. The archives don't hide sinister secrets. Even the infamous fall of the Knights Templar is thoroughly documented. A 60-meter-long scroll detailing their trial is available for scholars to study. The real treasure here is in the details: the trade licenses that allowed medieval merchants to travel, land disputes that shaped borders, and the church's attempts to maintain order in a chaotic world. But the Vatican isn't just about hidden history. Even its doors have stories to tell, like one very special door that represents forgiveness and new beginnings. 10. The Holy Door. Standing quietly at St. Peter's Basilica is the Holy Door, sealed shut with bricks, waiting for its moment in history. But this isn't just any door. It's a symbol of faith, forgiveness, and a chance for a fresh start. Every 25 years, during the Holy Year, this door takes center stage in a ceremony filled with tradition and meaning. The ritual dates back to the Jubilee of 1500, when Pope Alexander VI began this practice. It starts with the Pope striking the wall, covering the door with a hammer, and breaking it open to reveal stunning bronze panels created by artist Vico Consorti in 1949. These panels are more than decoration. They tell stories of faith and redemption, divided into 16 sections that bring the journey of spiritual renewal to life. Once the door is open, it becomes a sacred passage. Pilgrims come from all over the world to walk through it, seeking forgiveness and a renewed connection to their faith. The door embodies the words of Jesus. I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be safe. While the Holy Door is part of a tradition every quarter century, there have been extraordinary moments when it opened outside the usual schedule. For example, in 1933, Pope Pius X celebrated an extra jubilee to mark the 1900th anniversary of the crucifixion. Similarly, Pope John Paul II declared a special jubilee in 1983, leaving his mark on marble stones above the door. Each time the Holy Door is opened or sealed, it's a reminder of the Church's deep roots and enduring message. It's more than a physical barrier. It's a powerful symbol of the connection between the Church, its history, and the people who continue to seek hope and grace. The Holy Door, like the Vatican itself, is a bridge between the past and present, a portal into centuries of tradition, faith, and art. And beyond its symbolic significance lies even more of the Vatican's incredible story, waiting to be explored. As the secrets of the Sistine Chapel's hidden meanings start to settle, the journey takes a new turn. Just a few steps away lies another wonder, a place where art doesn't just tell a story, but brings history and philosophy to life with vivid colors and genius strokes. Step into the Raphael rooms, where every wall reveals a masterpiece waiting to be discovered. 11. Raphael rooms. Imagine a space where art, history, and deep ideas all come together in perfect harmony. That's exactly what the Raphael rooms offer. But here's a question to think about. What hidden messages might be locked inside these incredible frescoes, painted so carefully during the Renaissance? Known as the Stanze di Raffaello, the Raphael rooms are one of the crown jewels of the Vatican museums. In the early 1500s, Pope Julius II asked Raphael, one of the greatest artists of all time, to transform 4 rooms into breathtaking works of art. Each room was designed with its unique theme and purpose, capturing the spirit of the Renaissance and the challenges of the time. The first room to be completed, the Room of the Segnatura, celebrates human knowledge in all its forms: theology, philosophy, justice, and poetry. Its most famous painting, the School of Athens, brings together legendary thinkers like Plato and Aristotle in a stunning scene of intellectual harmony. The next room, the Room of Heliodorus, tells dramatic stories of conflict and divine intervention, like the expulsion of Heliodorus from the temple. These frescoes reflect the intense political struggles of the era, including the Pope's battles against invading forces. In the Room of the Fire in the Borgo, the focus shifts to key moments in papal history, such as the miraculous extinguishing of a fire during Pope Leo IV's time. By this point, much of the work was done by Raphael's talented apprentices, as he was busy with other projects, like designing tapestries for the Sistine Chapel. The final room, the Hall of Constantine, was finished after Raphael's death. It celebrates Emperor Constantine's conversion to Christianity, marking the triumph of faith over paganism and highlighting the Church's rise to power in ancient Rome. 12. The Courtyard of the Pine Cone. Walking out from the grandeur of the Raphael rooms, you're met with a space that feels both timeless and modern, the Courtyard of the Pine Cone. Right at its heart stands a massive bronze pine cone sculpture that immediately grabs your attention. This pine cone isn't just a decoration, it has a fascinating history. It was originally part of a fountain from ancient Rome, dating back to the 2nd century. The pine cone has long been a symbol of renewal and eternal life, making it a fitting centerpiece for this courtyard. On either side of it are 2 peacock sculptures that once decorated Emperor Hadrian's villa, tying the courtyard to Rome's imperial past. But the pine cone isn't the only eye-catching feature here. Nearby, there's the sphere within a sphere, by modern artist Arnaldo Pomodoro. This intricate golden sculpture shows an outer shell that's cracked open to reveal another sphere inside. It's a powerful symbol of life's layers and the connection between ancient faith and the modern world. It's a place where history feels alive, constantly connecting the past with the present. The secrets of the Vatican continue to amaze and mystify, proving that history is never truly buried. If you enjoyed unraveling these mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more jaw-dropping discoveries, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Which of these stories fascinated you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the mystery alive. See you in the next one.